Hello, princess. Fucking kill me. How we doing, boys and girls? Second stream of the week. Hey, it's all good either way, Arkham. We are happy to have you in chat, have you hanging out with us. Quick reminder for anybody who might be in chat, whether you be in Twitch or on YouTube, I will let you know now that my latest movie review is up on the channel right now. It went up just this morning. That is the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie review. It's sitting at just shy of about 20 minutes. It went up a couple hours ago, so still hot and fresh. So if you're a fan of my movie reviews, or maybe you haven't seen one before and you're interested to get a feel for what they are like, maybe read the vibe, you can check that out on my YouTube channel once the stream is over. That is youtube.com/@SugarBearVT if you aren't already subscribed. Whew, I love shilling. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week been going? I hope everybody's chill, everybody's having a productive and chill week. Water. Everybody doing good? Everybody having a good time? Ugh. I actually have a couple. Actually, is it a couple? Is it a couple or is it one? I have one update for one of the discussion videos that we did. I believe it was last week, or no? Was one of the, is it the discussion video we did this week? I kind of bad read on time, not good at remembering time. Let me look at my channel. An update to the discussion video that we did on Monday. So very fresh, very recent. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It's not something that needs to have like a full discussion video on it. I'll just throw it in there at some point when we're doing our game and stuff. But yeah, not too much to update y'all on as far as my week. Like I said, I've just been working really hard to get that review up at a decent time. Luckily, I was able to meet the deadline that I set for myself. So yeah, not much else going on. I might be hanging out with some friends on my off-stream day tomorrow. Watch some anime, maybe play a little bit of Marvel's Tokon Fighting Souls. Yeah, just good stuff. Nothing that really affects y'all. I will still be streaming again on Friday at my usual time, on my usual days. Y'all already know the drill. That all out of the way, though, I have actually prepared a little bit better for this stream compared to the stream on Monday. I actually found something that I felt like reacting to, so I've got a couple videos that I want to react to, actually, and we have a not doomer, like actually sort of lighthearted and funny post article that I want to talk about during the discussion segment. So lots of fun stuff to do on stream today. No point in dilly-dallying and wasting time. I'm gonna go ahead and get the game pulled up and we will get into some more Little Witch Nobeta. So y'all rock with this whimsical ass D&D music while I get the game pulled up. Also, very important stuff going on. I might be getting a hot pretzel and Gatorade delivered at some point during this stream, so I'll have something to munch on. Unfortunately, I did not have time for breakfast or lunch before going live today, so my tummy is rumbling. I am very hungry, so hopefully I'll be able to get that pretzel at some point, because I am genuinely starved. Okay, we can probably go ahead and cut the D&D music. Close that up. Ragjagabu. Okie dokie. Here we are, back in hell. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was adjusting something on my other monitor. Okay. How's my audio? Good? Should it be higher? Should it be lower? Things look relatively okay on my little bars over there. Obviously, just let me know if anything needs to be raised or lowered, and I will do so accordingly. Okay, how about we stand right here and I'll do my little intro bit. Ma. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for some more Little Witch Nobeta. Oh my god, a little sing-songy with it. Last time we played Nobeta, we were struggling with these little fucking teleporter things. Presumably, each one sent you to a different area that we have traversed previously in the game. The one over to the right, which we were attempting, sent us to the lava area, and we were kind of getting smoked a little bit. It was not a good time. I was getting a little tilted, and we had to end the stream on a loss. But hopefully, your favorite landmine witch girl will be able to clutch things up and actually make a little progress in today's video. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. See if we can't do a little better than we were last time. Oop, wrong button. And you know, speaking of little witch girls, I actually saw something come across my feed earlier today that I thought was very interesting. Yeah, I saw a post with something interesting as far as like the anime and manga scene goes. Basically, I saw that Bandai, the company Bandai, is going to be teaming up with Twin Engine. I don't know how many of you know them. They are the production company behind like Vinland Saga, and most importantly, most relevant, not Little Witch Nobeta. They are the production company behind Witch Hat Atelier. The anime just recently finished airing last season. I don't know if y'all watched that, but it was fantastic. I ended up binge reading the manga right afterwards. It was fucking amazing. But the point that I was getting to is Bandai and Twin Engine are actually partnering up to create what they call a new major, like, original IP in the anime and manga scene. They preface anime and manga, which I thought was very interesting, meaning that they are going into this, creating this new IP with the intention of it blowing up and becoming some huge thing. They're going to be doing an anime for it, they're going to be having a manga that coincides with it, and presumably, because this is Bandai being involved, Bandai obviously in relation to Bandai Namco, I would presume it's a safe bet to say that this anime or this IP that they're going to be making will also have some sort of presence in the video game scene. I mean, it's not a huge leap to make, considering Bandai Namco is known for making a ton of different anime-styled games, both video game adaptations of existing anime, as well as anime-styled original series as well. So, I mean, I know that's not really much to go off of. We know pretty much nothing about this, just that the partnership is happening. I just thought it was very interesting that they are announcing something like this ahead of time, when we have no details about what the series will be, no details about whether it'll be a manga first, whether it'll be an anime first. They're just like, hey, we're doing this, so get ready for it. I really don't know what to think, but obviously Witch Hat Atelier is fucking fantastic. I love Witch Hat. And oh, I'm getting cooked right now. I'm getting cooked! Stop fucking hitting me! Fuck! Okay. Okay, that didn't go good. That didn't go good, y'all. I'm gonna have to come up with a different strategy. The strategy I came up with last time did not work. Okay, back to the drawing board. Hold on now. I'm just now realizing my stream alerts are my little game chat here is a little small. It's not fitting in the whole message. There we go. That should be fine. Maybe move it over a little bit. Forgive me for the hold up, guys. I was just adjusting my chat stuff. I'll answer that question in just a second, Arkham. Let me see. I had one like dangling thing that I wanted to say about the upcoming anime, and I'm completely blanking right now. Yeah, I mean, if I had to just wager a couple guesses about what this series will be, them highlighting specifically Vinland Saga and Witch Hat Atelier makes me think it'll be some sort of like historical piece, like something set in a previous like time, in a previous era, whether it be a fantasy series or a series set in like a realistic world. I don't really know, but I mean, I'll be interested to check it out. Witch Hat Atelier and Vinland Saga are both fucking fantastic series, and you know, Bandai is a large company. There is the potential for them to just chuck a ton of budget at whatever this new thing is gonna be, and good anime, good manga, good video games, whatever it may be. I'm always down to check out something new and potentially enjoy it. But let me see here. Here's a two-parter. Do you think Dragon Ball GT deserves more love, and do you think Dragon Ball Super felt too rushed battle-wise since DBZ has better battle scenes? I feel like I've answered a question similar to this before. Well, specifically the first part, or have I? I don't know. I've answered something similarly before, and I think I can give a kind of expanded answer compared to what I gave the last time I was asked about this. Once again, I do not have very much knowledge when it comes to Dragon Ball GT. I've only seen a handful of episodes over the years, but I never like fully locked in and attempted to watch it all the way through. That being said, I do think some of the concepts to come out of Dragon Ball GT are interesting. I think the whole Goku being de-aged bit is fun, and I enjoyed that they like revisited that concept for Dragon Ball Daima. I thought that was neat. I like the idea of Future Trunks taking more of a spotlight position, having more story relevance. Obviously, I'm a massive Future Trunks fan. I mentioned this before when talking about Silver. I am both a Silver fan and a Future Trunks fan. Both characters kind of fulfill the same archetype there. But I'm never like upset at the idea of Trunks being more relevant, and them kind of reaching back into the Akira Toriyama old school vibe with like OG Dragon Ball. I think that kind of stuff is fun, even if the execution wasn't perfect. I think Toriyama doing Toriyama type shit is just fun, and it's at the very least it deserves to exist. That being said, though, looking at Dragon Ball Super as like an isolated little thing, I think that there is a lot wrong with Super, and people give it a pass because it was like the first new Dragon Ball thing in a long time, and some of the arcs are cool. Like I think the Tournament of Power is cool, Ultra Instinct Goku is cool. Obviously they were originally movies, but then they were part of the anime afterwards. I think Battle of the Gods is cool, Resurrection of Frieza is cool. Like there's a lot of cool parts of Dragon Ball Super, but then there's a lot of stuff where I'm like, the pacing is goofy, it's wrought with filler, and the filler doesn't have a lot of the same charm that like the OG Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z filler had, and a whole bunch of stuff. Like, if they decided to drop more Super today, obviously I would watch more Dragon Ball Super. I would enjoy more Dragon Ball Super. But I think, like the Goku Black saga. I like Goku Black. I like Future Trunks. I think that the way that they characterized Future Trunks and, like, the way that they handled Future Trunks in Super entirely is a huge, like, insult to the Future Trunks character. I think Future Trunks is, like, lame as fuck in Dragon Ball Super. So there's that aspect of it. And then, yeah, they're that's like the big one. I really just, like, wish that the Goku Black saga was, like, handled better, because that's probably the saga that I was most looking forward to as far as Dragon Ball Super goes. So yeah, I mean, Dragon Ball Z is obviously the Dragon Ball series. Every other Dragon Ball series pales in comparison to Z, and Super was gonna have a hard time following up that act, but I don't hate it or anything like that. I just wish it was a little better. Okay, so I'm kind of cheesing this a little bit. Oh! I see. So there's a guy I gotta worry about. That's something. Fantastic. Really starting this video off on a beautiful fucking high note. The fight between Gohan and Cell is widely considered the favorite Dragon Ball fight of all time. My number one is Goku versus Frieza on Namek when he killed Krillin. All hell broke loose. I personally am a massive fan of the Buu saga. I know that one's a little bit more contentious as far as the Z arcs go, but I fucking love Majin Buu. Fat Buu is probably my favorite, like, side character in the entire Dragon Ball mythos. Obviously, like, I don't consider anybody in on the Z fighters to be like, side characters, but at the very least, Majin Buu, like, Kid Buu, Super Buu, Fat Buu are all definitely, like, my favorite Dragon Ball villain, to say the least. I know a lot of people give the Buu saga a lot of shit because it's slow to start. A lot of people don't like the Great Saiyaman stuff, but it's a fun fucking arc, man. It's a fun saga. I think it balances feeling like Z and feeling like OG Dragon Ball very well. I really got to be careful. Can you compare Goku and Vegeta to Naruto and Sasuke, even though they're both in different... Well, like, power scaling wise? That's not even a question. Goku and Vegeta don't even need to, like, go full power to wipe the entire Naruto verse. Like, that's far from a fair fight. That's not even practice. Like, they are completely different power scaling tiers. Completely incomparable. Okay, let me see if I can't actually fucking survive here for once. From what it seems like I gotta kill everybody here before I can progress. So I'm gonna go back over to this pillar thing, and then I'll keep my... You. Now you can't sneak me. So there's that. Okay. So that's one down. Not what I meant to do. I pressed the wrong button. That's another one down. Okay, well, the floor just cooled off, so I guess I did the right thing. Let me, pick this up. Move to an enchanted soul shard remain. Ew. The fuck? We're teleporting again? Okay, well, okay, let me read these items. Actually, I'll read your comment and then I'll read the items. I love Dragon Ball Z, but I can't believe we never got a full fight between Vegeta and Piccolo. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like the window for when a fight between Vegeta and Piccolo would have really worked was like early Z Saga when Vegeta and Nappa first showed up. Unfortunately, by that point in time, Piccolo was already like heavily outclassed by Vegeta and Nappa. It wasn't going to be a fair fight. There was no realm for that. And then as the series progressed, going into the Cell Saga, Vegeta stopped being a threat. He joined the Z Fighters. And like, yeah, he had his little Majin Vegeta arc during the Buu Saga. But once again, the power gap between Piccolo and Vegeta at that point was just far too vast. Like, I can't picture in my head when a reasonable time to have Vegeta and Piccolo have an all-out fight would have been, and for it to not just be an overall, like, complete Piccolo wash. I love Piccolo. Piccolo's goated, but he's only just barely strong enough to be a relevant Z fighter. Like, he's stronger than Tien, he's stronger than like, Yamcha, and I'd say he's stronger than Krillin, probably. Krillin keeps having his little, like, mini training arcs where he, like, gets back into the fight or whatever, but it just doesn't make sense for Piccolo to be scrapping with Vegeta. It's just, it's not a fight that's worth seeing. And obviously, the fact that Vegeta is never, like, straight up sparring with Piccolo shows that he doesn't really see him as a worthy fight either. Sure, you could chalk that up to, like, Saiyan pride and him being arrogant, but it's also probably, like, pretty true that Piccolo has very little to offer to Vegeta in terms of a fight. I'll strike this with like a charged attack. Big lightning bolt. Okay, well maybe I can just blast it. Or maybe I hit melee it? I can never tell the difference between these barrier crystals. They all look the damn same. Okay, well that's down. Let me go ahead and read these items. I got 2 of them. Okay, Enchanted Soul Shard and Empowered Soul Shard. Enchanted Soul Shard, all forms are destined to perish. Even the Church's creation cannot escape this fate. Crafted souls use ancient magic to extract... A-E-I-O-U. Crafted souls use ancient magic to extract soul essence and turn it into pure energy. But the vessel, unfortunately, dies in the process. Okay, so this was left over from a failed vessel, or from a dead vessel. And then, empowered. The dolls created by the Church continue to emit the power of a crafted soul even after they are destroyed. Crafted souls infused with the soul essence are equipped with the ability to learn and perform simple commands. Well, I guess that's why it's such a big deal that the ones that we've been fighting are, like, sentient, because they're not supposed to be able to do that. I guess, like, maybe they're just, like super fucking goated by comparison, so they just evolved further. And when he said, I'm no fighter, I'll never fight again, until he changed his mind, I mean, you can take the fight out of the Saiyan, but you can't take the Saiyan out of the fight, I suppose. It was always gonna come back. There's always gonna be a stronger threat that forces the man to fight. Oh! Hidden wall, you say? Okay, we're in a cave, a collapsing cave of some sort. Got a fucking Googa over there, better watch. Careful with that. That enemy type doesn't really look all that familiar, to be honest. Oh, this is sort of like the mushroom caves. Okay, that's not actually breakable. Or maybe it is break- Oh, fuck me! Oh, and of course I used up all my mana. Fuck me, dude. This is some bullshit, dog. Okay. Ah, okay. There we go. I had to lock in for a second. I've used up all my mana crystals. Not great. Do you agree or disagree that Sakura is widely considered the most useless character in Naruto? Oh, widely disagree with that. That entire anti-Sakura narrative comes from the fact that the fucking studio hates Sakura. They change certain aspects of her character and alter scenes to make her worse. They remove moments that show her being better. They change her dialogue to make her more obnoxious. And fact of the matter is, regardless of how anybody might feel about Sakura, she is still like 10 times stronger than like pretty much the entire fucking Hidden Leaf village. Like, yeah, she's not as strong as Naruto and Sasuke, but she was still trained by one of the big three of the village. She was trained by Lady Tsunade. Her healing, for one thing, as a support character, her healing is pretty much unmatched. On like just a physical like physical power output, like just like not like enhanced with chakra or whatever, just like straight up hands, Sakura is still stronger than fucking straight up taijutsu masters in the Hidden Leaf village. That whole stuff was bullshit though. That was added for the anime. That whole scene of her like trying to manipulate Naruto isn't real. That's not from the manga. That's added to the anime because the anime creators hate Sakura. I'm telling you right now, Sakura is not nearly as bad as she comes off in the anime. It is anti-Sakura propaganda created by Studio Perio for the sake of the anti-Sakura agenda. I'm not even like a massive Sakura fan or anything like that. Of Team 7, she's my least favorite. But it is pretty widely known at this point that a lot of the distaste that people have for Sakura is specifically because they set her up. They made her look bad for no fucking reason. Damn, it looks like I gotta go down into the fucking chasm. Well, it's a good thing I don't take fall damage. Oh, I actually took damage from that. Holy shit. I mean, that's not really a fair comparison, though. Pretty much the entire fucking village hidden in the leaf hated Naruto. He was the Jinchuriki for the Nine-Tailed Fox. They all were holding on to some beef. All the parents raised their kids like, hey, don't hang out with that Naruto boy. He's a fucking monster. Like, they were, like, pretty much the entire fucking school, the entire village hated Naruto just for being born and for having the fucking Nine-Tailed Fox inside of him. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Son of a bitch, I'm just making simple mistakes because I'm fucking irritated about not knowing what I'm doing. Like, Sakura, yeah, she was a shitty kid. Sasuke was a little shitter too. He gave Naruto a ton of shit for like no fucking reason, just because he was annoyed by him. All Naruto really tried to do was be his friend, and he completely fucking brushed him off. A lot of characters who like get their glow up after the time skip were total fuckers in the original Naruto series. You can't like give Sakura a ton of shit and ignore like how big of assholes so many other characters were. Like the only characters who were like actually chill with Naruto in OG Naruto was like Shikamaru and Choji and Kiba and them. Hinata was obviously in love with him, but beyond that, like every other character in the Hidden Leaf was like either hated Naruto or was like, Naruto, that goober? What do we have to do with Naruto? Like that was the attitude everybody took with him. Can I seriously not hit these guys? Ah, shit, fuck. I don't know, man. I've been around long enough to know that this slander is unfounded. I'm not like Sakura's like #1 defender or anything, but she definitely doesn't deserve the hate that she's gotten over the years. What the fuck? Why are they not being damaged? None of them are being damaged, and I'm also not losing any mana? Gaara only acknowledged Naruto as a friend because he understood the position that Naruto was coming from. And he didn't at first. At first, Gaara was on pure op timing. The only reason that Gaara switched up is because Naruto reached his hand out first, and Gaara as a fellow Jinchuriki, knew the struggle that Naruto faced. He knew he knew what it felt like to be demonized by his village because of the way they treated him for being like the host of Shukaku. The only reason that Gaara was like the first like real like, oh wait a minute, Naruto's actually kind of goated, is because he's dealt with the exact same shit. Okay, that didn't work. Can I not? Wait, what the fuck am I supposed to do here, bro? I'm just like fucking stuck. I don't know where I'm going. There's no way out. Okay. 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 I was wrong to brute force that, but I had the right idea. The melee was working at least. Okay. Okay. I get the deal. Shit. Shit. Well, let me re-up on my crystals. Any other things that can break over here for more crystals? Nope, they just want to send me in without all the stuff that I need. Lovely. Oh boy. I mean, I don't like to cover spoiler. I don't like to cover spoiler stuff too much here on the channel. I know this is obviously not a recent thing, but I will go ahead and say that, like, yeah, Jiraiya was the fucking GOAT, and I was very heavily broken up. I still stand by the idea that the Pain arc is the absolute pinnacle of Naruto writing. Legitimately, I do not think that Naruto is any. I think that Naruto's absolute pinnacle of writing was the Pain arc. I don't even think it's close, to be honest. I think Pain arc pretty much mogs like every other major story arc in the Naruto series, especially Shippuden. Like, I enjoy the fourth Great Ninja War as much as the next guy. Like the Madara fight is cool and everything, but writing-wise, a lot of it, I just don't care about a lot of the characters involved, and that's partially due to the nature of it being like a everyone is here thing, but a lot of the characters getting focused I just don't really give a fuck about, and I don't like the follow-up to the Great Ninja War. I think the inclusion of Kaguya and the Moon People is kind of like, I wish that Madara had just been the final villain overall rather than doing the Moon People stuff, and the pacing was also pretty tough on in certain parts of the anime and all that stuff. All right, do I gotta go down there and break the crystal again? Yeah, I do. Fuck. Would you be okay if, like, if something was, like, half AI, half real voice acting? Since you, did that discussion video on anime AI video. I'm gonna have to say no. I think, like, the discussion when it comes to, like, AI voice acting is a little bit tougher than like, generative AI art or anything like that. I think you run into a lot of problems because obviously some voice actors like consent to AI voice models being trained off their voices. Like in the event of their death, like they don't mind having like an AI voice their character rather than the character being replaced, and that in and of itself is a little bit like kind of because why would you want to gatekeep a future voice actor from picking up a new like important role, you know? Like, I think that in and of itself is kind of icky. But then beyond that, it's like anytime like an AI voice is involved, even if they are still involving real voice actors, is a voice role that is being taken from an actual voice actor. So I think, like, no matter how you slice it, especially right now, when voice actors coming out of Japan are actively fighting for the ability to, like, protect their voice and fight back against, like, AI voice theft, I think when we're on, like, the precipice of, like, some major AI voice reform, like, when we're on the precipice of, like, some major generative AI, like, reform and regulations, doing that in, like, any way, shape, or form is, like, not helping us with moving the needle forward, and if you're not helping us, then you're hurting us, you know? That's kind of the way I feel about that. Even if it's done with the voice actor's consent, even if it's done, like, not maliciously or to, like, save money or whatever else, if you have the option to use real voices, you should use real voices. Like, somebody commented, I mean, I'm getting a little distracted here. Somebody commented on the discussion video that I posted talking about the new AI voice regulations that they're pushing forward in Japan. And they said, well, why should somebody working on like a fan project or on like a short film or something like that have to pay real voice actors when they could use the voices? I'm like, and the answer that I gave to him was, you know what people used to do when they were making a fan project, when they were making like a short film? They would get their friends and their family to help them. They would have them do voice roles. Or there's a lot of people who are trying to break out and get their first ever voice acting roles and wouldn't even expect to be paid. They just want the experience, they just want the exposure, they want something to put on their portfolio because it's like their first time ever doing it. Or maybe it's a project they're passionate about and they just want to do it anyways. There are plenty of options for getting people to work on your project rather than using AI voices. Especially AI voices that were trained without the consent of the voice actors. Simply put, there's no excuse for it, and I don't support it. I don't support it. They did a writer strike a few years ago due to AI or unfair pay. They're always writer striking. There's always something to strike about because people in the creative industries are treated very unfairly. Whether you're a writer, a voice actor, an artist, animator, etc., most people in the creative industries are treated very poorly. Doing it with the time frozen is definitely a lot slower, but it's safer too. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. There we go. We should be good now. Oh, damn. We're almost done with the first video already? Time is passing by crazy fast. And then here we got, gaseous soul essence. They're trying to revive MySpace. I did actually see a tweet about that. I think it was like a Dexerto article or something. I didn't read the full thing, but I did hear that they're trying to bring MySpace back. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll bring back the vibe that they're hoping for. I know they're probably trying to, like, rediscover that, like, nostalgic vibe, but mostly who's gonna be using that are, like, Y2K obsessed, like, 14-year-olds on TikTok and shit who are just trying to do it for their aesthetic. I doubt most people who were actually, like, alive and using MySpace are gonna return to MySpace. Maybe they will for a couple weeks for the nostalgia, but I doubt we ever see it, like, gain any long-term use or resurgence. A soul without form, clinging to the world of the living, will eventually perish. All souls are made from soul essence. It is the origin of all living things, and can be found in the soul of every being. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, let's keep moving. We should be able to go up and progress now. Don't hit me. Which way am I supposed to be going? Is it over there? I think it's over there. Oh, shit! Okay, took a little bit of unnecessary damage there, but we're still in it. Alright, anything hidden over here? Nope. Get me the fuck out of here. These little fucking throwback areas are obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of piss me off. Very, very annoying. Okay. What do we got here? Semi-gaseous soul essence. So we're getting the whole fucking process here. A soul without form will perish, leaving behind only its essence. They say witches naturally resonate with soul essence, and this allows them to cast magic. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So, the soul essence is mana, basically. Mana is soul essence. So when the church was creating crafted souls, they were basically just harnessing soul essence and like solidifying it into like crafted souls, I guess would be the way that works. I don't really know. Yeah, we'll probably call it here for the first video. We just crossed the 40-minute mark. I feel like this is good a place as any to call it for the first video. So we'll go ahead and hit this here. We're gonna go do a quick little discussion article type segment, and then we'll be back for some more Little Witch Nobeta in just a bit. I know it's a bit controversial, but remember how disappointing it was when Disney butchered the Buzz Lightyear movie? I think the Buzz Lightyear movie was doomed to fail from the beginning. And it has nothing to do with, like, them changing the voice from Tim Allen. It has nothing to do with, like, them introducing a bunch of characters that nobody gives a fuck about. It has nothing to do with them trying to make the thing more gritty and, like, grounded. They fucked up the second that they didn't just make it Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Disney, for whatever reason, has like the weirdest hate boner for the TV series Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. This was a cartoon way back in the day that was essentially supposed to be, quote-unquote, like the cartoon that Andy would have watched that would have got him into Buzz Lightyear. So... And it fits. Aesthetically, it's just like the Buzz Lightyear in the Toy Story movie. It has Emperor Zurg. It has a bunch of other Rangers of Star Command. And it was very much the exact same Buzz Lightyear that we were introduced to in Toy Story, but like in the universe of Buzz Lightyear. But for some reason, completely unknown to me, like why they would feel that way, but they fucking hated that show. They hated Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, and they, like, removed it from Disney Plus for a while. They refused to acknowledge it. They won't let toys be made of it, and they refused to have any reference of it in, like, future Toy Story projects. So when they came and did Lightyear, they called it, like, the movie Andy would have watched when he became a fan of Buzz Lightyear. It was practically done out of pure spite to Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. And... They were never gonna have the same motion as Buzz Lightyear Star Command. They were never gonna have the same cult following as Buzz Lightyear Star Command. Anything that is built off of spite for another property is never gonna hit it big. Never ever. Okay, let me go ahead and let me pop a lozenge real quick, kind of numb my throat before we do this article. My poor throat is always hurting when it's time for articles. When it's article time, my throat starts hurting, and it is a tragedy. Oh man, oh jeez. Hold on, I'm trying to rapid suck on this lozenge right now. I'm trying to get some of the good stuff out of it, numb up my throat so that we can do this discussion. Hold on. tongue game going crazy right now. Oh yeah, let me actually remember to change my fucking stream title for once. That'll be nice. There we go. Move over to just chatting. Okay. Give me one more second, y'all. I'm just trying to numb up my throat with this lozenge before we start doing our discussion video. Oh, I think I might have been being a little too loud or something when I was talking. I don't. It's hard for me to register how loud I'm being because my headphones are like noise canceling headphones. So sometimes I get a little too intense when I'm talking. Okay, that's probably numb enough. Finish that lozenge later. Okie dokie. Let me head on over here. Head on over here. How do I look size-wise? Am I a decent size? Okay. Looks good on my end. Oh, intro. What's a good intro for this article? Alrighty. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for another discussion video. I came across this goofy little article over on the Automaton Media website, and I thought, hey, maybe it'd be nice to not talk about some doomer shit for once. Maybe just talk about something lighthearted and fun. So here we got Japan launches immersive hand tracking technology that lets you literally pet and stroke your favorite VTubers during meet and greets. Already, I'm picturing some goofy shit. So let's just jump into this. I want to see what this thing's got to offer. Let me scroll down a little bit. Right here it says, Japanese company Otani Design Laboratory recently announced the official launch of their vNade project. vNade would essentially translate to vPet, or virtual pet in English. Which allows fans to interact with their favorite VTubers more intimately, quote unquote, by petting their heads. The project was unveiled as part of the Tennoverse, an interactive entertainment system that utilizes hand tracking sensors. Okay, very interesting right off the bat. We've got a corresponding video here. Does this show off what the thing looks like? I'm not gonna full screen. I'll just leave it here. Does this show them actually petting them? Oh wow, yeah, you can see it there. Like, it's got like their little hands, and you can actually like pet them. It shows it on the screen. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I just wanted to see what this thing actually looked like, but let's let's move on. A little bit further up. According to Otani Design Laboratory, the vNade system doesn't require special peripherals like controllers, gloves, or touch panels. If you simply hold your hand over the sensor and move it in air, making stroking gestures, the hand projected on the screen will move accordingly and show petting animations that are synced with your actions. Apparently, the system also allows for two-way communication, meaning that the VTuber on the other side of the screen will be able to see where and how you're petting them one-on-one in a one-on-one meet and greet session, for example. Bro, already I can imagine you fucking degenerates doing some weird shit with this. Oh, they've got to have some sort of like restrictive parameters that prevent people from trying to cop a feel or something, bro. Like, it's gotta limit you to just petting their head. There's no way this vNade system is like just let you do whatever the fuck. But aside from the obvious like goofy side of things, like them dropping this system, I feel like has so much potential for like other use cases. Like, the first thing that comes to mind for me in like this sort of system is like, obviously VTubers themselves love the concept of like peripheral free hand tracking. Like most VTubers who have hand tracking, whether it's like 3D VTubers or 2D VTubers, they use like the types of VR pucks that you would use if you are like a VR chat person. If you enjoy playing VR chat and you have like full body tracking or whatever, you would have these pucks, and the headset would get a read on the pucks, and it would track your hands. And I know there's also headset free tracking pucks that some VTubers use, uh, that are like compatible with like VC Face and Vinyan and VTube Studio and all those different VTuber programs. So something like this, if they were just to like sell the sensor as like a purchasable peripheral, you put it up on top of your monitor like you would a webcam, and then all of a sudden you're a VTuber with full on hand tracking. You know, like I don't know how much it would cost to manufacture something like that, but even just in concept, it's super cool, you know? And obviously they're doing this sort of stuff with VTubers in mind. Not necessarily on the VTuber side of things, they're doing this more for the for the VTuber fans, but if it's already a company that's catering to the VTuber sphere, I don't see why they couldn't make it like a full-blown product that you could get somewhere else and use for like at-home use. I think that would be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and press forward here though. Oh, we've got another video. I'll look at this one too, see if it shows us anything different. And then we got the second video here. This let me skip ahead a little bit. Does it do anything different? Yeah, so it just show. Oh, and it. Okay, so I see what they mean. It does have like a slight animation to it, like when you're petting. I assume that was just the VTuber moving, but like when you're petting them, it like actually moves the head a little bit. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so my assumption would be that it would work similar to the TITS program. I don't know if you're familiar with TITS, but TITS is Twitch Integrated Throwing System. Basically, all those VTubers that you might have seen before, where you can like throw items at them and their like head jolts to the side whenever the item hits them. That it is kind of a similar thing. TITS has functionality with Vinyan and VTube Studio and all those programs, and essentially it forces your model to react every time the like throw redeem would be activated and you get hit with something. So I assume it's kind of like a similar functionality to that. I'm not like a developer or anything, I'm just connecting dots like where I see them and connecting it with stuff that I already understand, but hold on, let me water up real quick. Excuse me. And it continues here, the system is not limited to just 2D or 3D VTuber avatars, but it can also be used with anime and game character illustrations paired with preloaded voice lines. The developers expect Tenoverse's VNADE to feature to be utilized in scenarios such as a VTuber anime and video game fan events, promotional events, concept cafes, exhibitions, and theme parks. I think they hit the fucking nail on the head, like, with that statement alone. Because when I heard of this, immediately in the back of my mind, I'm like, can you imagine some shit like this at the next Pokemon pop-up cafe? Or, like, at the next permanent Pokemon cafe installation? Go there, and they let you pet the Pokemon mascots for that cafe. Like, you pet Chef Pikachu, you pet Chef whoever the fuck. Like, say the next Pokemon pop-up cafe is a tie-in for Winds and Waves. Let me go there and pet fucking Pom Bomb. Let me go there and pet Gekwa and Brout. Like, that should be crazy. And obviously there's the whole fucking anime side of things. People would love to pet their favorite waifu characters. People would love to pet their favorite husbando characters. People who are like into gacha games. Can you imagine going to the fucking the Blue Archive booth and petting Arona and the gang? Or petting I don't know. I don't play other gacha games. I'm an exclusive Blue Archive gacha gamer. But you get the point that I'm making. Like, there's so much potential for this, and I'm sure everybody would, a bunch of people on TikTok would be calling it cringe, like, you're not actually petting anything, you know, you're just being cringe, and I'm like, fuck you, let me be cringe, let me pet my little anime characters. That being said, though, if I ever blow the fuck up, don't y'all think I'm gonna let y'all get away with petting me, bro? Ain't nobody petting me. I'm petting y'all. Y'all ain't gonna sun me in front of the whole fucking VTuber convention. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. This is just a short little article, so I don't want to linger too much. And then it wraps up here. With the rise of VTubing culture, many Japanese companies have been seeing this as an opportunity to bridge the gap between real and virtual and meet the demands of fans eager to find more personal interaction with their favorite talents. Recently, Japanese tech company Docomo unveiled their whoa, I thought that said feet technology. I was like, what? Where did I miss this update? We got the VTuber feet tech. Let me calm down. Docomo unveiled their Feel Tech technology, which allowed for a more immersive experience of VTubers in concert events. Synchronized ball-shaped haptic device with... Oh, yeah! I remember hearing about this. It's like a little sphere thing, and like it has like haptic feedback to like the VTuber's movement during a concert and like the beat of the music and shit like that. Yeah, the technology lets users experience physical sensations directly transmitted from their virtual items. So like it'll like buzz with like the dance choreography and like the music and shit like that. That's actually, I remember reading about that. That's super cool. I never looked into that too closely, but this is kind of in the same sphere of like technology meant to unite VTubers with their fans. I think that's super dope. I don't know if I'll ever be a big enough VTuber to be making like convention appearances or doing meet and greets, but I'd like to think that by the time I was ever that big, like a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, who knows when, that this technology will have gotten so crazy that like you could be looking at the Sugar Bear VT hologram, like maybe I'm a 3D hologram in the same room as you, and we can, I got the hard light hologram, where you can dap me up and you'll feel the sensation of dapping me up. It'll be goated. But yeah, that's all we got for this one. This was just a short little goofy article that I wanted to cover, get my mind off of like the normal doomer censorship type of topics that we normally cover over here on the channel. I just thought something like this would be fun and relevant to me being a VTuber and all. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It lets me and the algorithm know what you guys want to see more of. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one. Peace. Whew, okay. That's all I have for today. Just didn't feel like asking any Pokemon or Sonic questions. That's all good, bro. I appreciate having you come by, Arkham. I will see you on Friday. We're gonna get back into some more Little Witch Nobeta gaming, though, so give me just a second, I'll get that pulled up. Luckily, I have a couple conversation topics in mind for myself, so we're not fully falling back on Arkham. I do have a couple things that I want to talk about without being asked. Ooh! So, let me go ahead and get that stuff pulled up, and, yeah, we'll rock it. We'll be vibing. I'm gonna get this music going for a little bit. Y'all enjoy the whimsical tunes while I get the game pulled back up. Damn, where the fuck my pretzel at? I'm still waiting on my pretzel. Hold on. Let me make sure that nobody texts me. Okay, I'm back. I was texting about my pretzel because I'm hungry. Damn! Fuck, bro, they only had cinnamon pretzels today? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my pretzel. It's a cinnamon pretzel, but some pretzel better than no pretzel, I guess. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Just chill out. If anybody shows up, tell them I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. sorry about the hold up. For some reason, nobody was able to bring me my pretzel, but we're back. We're chilling now. We're chilling now. Let me get a bite of this pretzel, bro. I am starving. Yep. This shit bussin'. Okay. Let me log back in. And change my stream title back while I'm still remembering to do so. Okay. Copy and the paste. And back to Little Witch Nobeta. There we go. Am I too tall? I feel like I'm too tall right now. Yeah, that feels a little better. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the damn game open. I also got a Gatorade. Unfortunately, they only had cinnamon pretzels, but the cinnamon pretzel's actually pretty good. I'm not mad at it. I'm more of a salty versus sweet kind of guy. I'm more of a salt over sweet kind of guy, but, you know, food is food. Let me get one more bite. One more bite of this pretzel. One. Oh. That's good. Fuck all the food, bro. I'll tell you right now. If I got like a fucking genie's lamp, if I got like the genie lamp and I had 3 wishes, Easy fucking thing. Hold on, I just realized I forgot to change back over. You know, real shit. If I ever found like a genie lamp and I had 3 wishes, it's gonna be like $1 trillion. The ability to eat anything I want, as much as I want, without gaining weight. Like, give me like a weight slider. Allow me to like set a limit, and I won't gain anything past that, unless I like choose to. I don't know what the future may hold. Maybe I'll want to be like big as a whale somewhere down the line. But at least for now, I don't want to be. And like 3rd wish, I don't know. I'll do some Aladdin shit. I'll set that motherfucker free. I'm a chill guy. I'm a cool guy. I'll set him free. Why not? Assuming this is like Robin Williams genie. If it's Robin Williams genie, I'll set him free. If it's like some dickhead like off-brand genie, then maybe I won't. Cure world hunger, something like that. The world can get one freebie off of me, but the other 2 are all mine. All right, let me go and do it. Let me go ahead and set a timer. How am I size-wise? Am I too big? No, I look about right. Boop. 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 Okay. Let's get a little forward. Alrighty, we're back. We just wrapped up our discussion topic, and we're gonna keep playing some more Nobeta. Let me re-up on my crystals. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. You know, speaking of discussion topics, while it's at the front of my mind, let me go ahead and give that little update. So, on stream on Monday, we talked about that whole situation with the game developer slash YouTuber Nobeta and how they were facing up against some unlawful debanking. Basically, they weren't getting paid for the sales, the Western sales of their adult action RPG game called Ruin Seeker. We covered all that stuff on the channel. I'll go ahead and throw a link or make it the related video so that you can find the video where we discuss that. But basically, there's already an update to that situation, and unfortunately, it is not good. Things are actually really fucking bad, because apparently, apparently the developer slash YouTuber Nobeta is still being taxed on the income that they haven't been receiving for the sales of their game. They are not getting the money for these game sales, but they're still being taxed on the income they don't have, which is fucking crazy. You think independent developers got money like that? I don't. I'm not saying that as like a joke or whatever else, but I know that most indie developers, most like independent YouTubers probably do not have the money to be just like, hey, tax me while I receive no income. That's cool, that's chill, I'm down with that. Hold on, I think I'm a little crooked still. I don't know, this whole situation is just so fucked, and it literally going from bad to worse in the span of 2 days is just so fucked up, man. I'm really wishing to put you the best right now. I've never spoken to the guy, I've never met the guy, or woman, I still don't know if they're a guy or a girl, but they're clearly going through like a lot of shit right now, and I really just hope that they're able to get this stuff sorted out like expeditiously. I know if like this was me, if I was in this position and I'm like, and I need to pay my fucking rent. I just realized they fucking Indiana Jones'd me, bro. I guess we're running. Okay. Well, I'm still alive, so. Yeah, like I said, I've never met or spoken to Nobeta, but I know if this was me dealing with this, I would want somebody to speak up for me. I would want somebody to call out how bullshit this whole situation is. So I really do hope that things get settled for them expeditiously, because if it was me in this position, I'd be genuinely fucked if my income just all of a sudden, I wasn't receiving any money, but I was still being taxed for it. I would genuinely be screwed. So hopefully things get like better soon. Once again, I will have that discussion video linked. I'll throw that up in the card or whatever else, so that you guys can find that and get informed on like what the whole situation is. Because I just gave like the Cliff Notes version, but it is actually a fair bit deeper than that. What am I dealing with in here? This is like the biggest location of all these like run back spots that we've been to so far, and it's making me nervous. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna be fighting in here, but it's probably gonna be pretty big if they're giving me all this room. Oh! Oh no 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 no! Oh god, that's what? What? Oh my! What the fuck? What the fuck? What is this? What? What is happening? Oh my god! Okay. You little fucking punk. Think you can jump scare me? That's right, I got something for your ass! Oh, fuck me. Oh, no, 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 no. Give me a wee! Oh, fuck! That's right, I'm coming back. Round 2. We got you up against the wall. You like that? Okay, that's 1 down, but there was 2 in here. Where the fuck is the second one? Shisui! How you been? I'm doing pretty good. We just wrapped up our discussion segment. We were talking about this quirky new little device that they're introducing over in Japan that'll allow you to pet your favorite VTubers. Isn't that crazy? Maybe somewhere down the line, 2-3 years from now, you could be showing up at a convention and petting the real Sugar Bear VT in the flesh. It'll be like my 3D hologram, and you can pet me in real time. It'll be goated. Think of the potential. This is what the convention grind has been for. Real shit though, we've just been grinding at the game a little bit today. We are in our final little teleporter room from where we left off on the previous Nobeta stream, and these enemies are tough as shit, to be completely honest, and I've been getting a little tilted, I've been getting a little stressed out, but it's rough. It's rough. This is the last one, but I don't know where the game goes from here, and okay. I also have a couple videos I actually found that I want to react to at the end of the stream today, so feeling pretty productive, I might say. Hold on, let me get another bite of my pretzel. I got a cinnamon pretzel over here. It's pretty good. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Yeah, this is good stuff. Still wish I could have gotten a salted pretzel. But cinnamon pretzel, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let me log back in. Oh, we got a new item. Knight's Soul Shard. Oh, and I forgot to read the other one. So we got Refine and we got Knights. A remarkable creation by the Church in which the souls of prisoners, slaves, and heretics alike rattle around together in a single body. Created with condensed soul essence, it provides great power to its owner. Okay. And then the Knight's Soul Shard. Many heroes' bodies eventually gave way to the burdens of battle. The dolls were far more resilient, but it didn't take long for the Church to make the troubling discovery that refined soul essence could produce consciousness. Yeah, so essentially, it seems like the same method that they use to produce magic in this world is what created the soul essence, but because the mana of this world is like living being souls, those same souls are able to combine and form consciousness. Doing good, went back to work today. Back to the old grind. The convention arc was fun, but it's time to hit the old dusty trail. You had a pretty good stretch of hitting up conventions and hanging with your friends though, so hopefully you had a fulfilling vacation and you can go back to work without any regrets. Oh! Hey, yo? Cutscene. Wait, oh, is it time for another fight? That's a big beam of light. Last time I saw one of those, I had a fight that I had to do. Oh, jeez. This OST is pretty good. Hey, yo? Oh, that's the throne! I thought that was just another boss fight. The true throne. And it's surrounded by water for some reason. It's in the middle of this fountain. The spirit throne. The seal throne, which I sit upon when I sit upon both. Okay. I have one more convention to go to, and that's it. What con? If you don't mind sharing. Is it a winter con or a fall con? I'm personally a huge fan of like winter cons. Yeah, when you don't have like the heat of summer beating down on your neck the whole time, it makes the con experience so much more bearable. Teleport? What do you mean by that? Is that magic? Is that an item? NNA NYC. When is that? Is that a fall con? I don't know anything about New York cons. What do you mean teleport? How did I pick up teleport? It's not magic. I don't understand. Oh! 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 Whoa! Whoa! It allows me to fucking travel back to the previous goddess statues. So I guess this is how you do the stuff that you couldn't do before. This really... Okay, I guess we're at the end of the game. It's technically a summer-fall type of convention, to be honest. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Leaning towards fall at least means it won't be as hot. You know, how about one last fit change for the road? Since we're at the end of the game, it seems like, how about one last change for the road? We have done everything else that we currently have unlocked. We haven't done the trial tower yet. Don't even know what the trial tower is yet, so all we've got is knitted uniform. Our last... Nobeta! This is my final drip! Take it! Okay, cute. It's basically just like the updated or the next form of like the sailor uniform. It's just another school outfit, but it's got the slouchy socks. I love the slouchy style gyaru socks. I fucking love that whole trope. Those are goated. And of course, classic white. You can't go wrong with the classic white. Holy shit, how did I forget about this? I completely fucking blanked on this. But now that I said the word gyaru, I started thinking about it again. Speaking of gyaru, I saw the craziest thing on my feed earlier today. Apparently, okay, so you know Azure Lane, the gacha game? It's like a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up gacha game. And apparently they have like a licensed food collab, apparently, in Japan. I don't know too much about it, but what I saw was apparently they have what is called Owari Gyaru rice balls. So there is a character in Azure Lane called named Owari, and she is a Gyaru. She is of the Gyaru archetype, and apparently they have an entire strain of rice where they grew the rice by having it listen to Gyaru ASMR. This whole fucking rice field, these rice paddies, they blasted Gyaru ASMR of this character, Owari, from Azure Lane, and they grew the rice on the Gyaru ASMR, and now they sell, like, bags of Gyaru rice, and you can get... At the pop-up, you can get the gyaru rice balls. Isn't that fucking wild? You can get the rice where these grains of rice have been grown, have been cultivated by the fucking gyaru ASMR, bro. This shit is crazy. I fucking love Japan, bro. They do some straight tweaker shit over there. Like, what other country is coming up with the gyaru ASMR rice balls? Apparently, they charge you more too. But real shit, I'd pay more. I'd pay more for the gyaru rice balls. Shit, come to an American convention. Open up a pop-up store in America. I promise you, I'll pay like the $8 for the gyaru rice. Shit would be crazy. Okay. I had to talk about that because that shit just like fucking brain blasted me. I had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and I was reminded. Okay, that's me. And I'm chained up, but I also got like a unique fit on? Why is my fit different? Hey, yo? Oh, so okay, that's good. That makes me happy. It seems like that means that when I like combine with her, I'll retain like the memories that she gained on her journey. That's good. Why do you look so angry? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer like Brain Blasted Nobeta to actual Nobeta. Brain Blasted Nobeta's cute. Actual Nobeta, like, she's got aura and shit, but she also looked kind of mean the whole time. See, oh? Oh. That makes me sad.
そして私はずっと玉座に封印されていた。もともとこの体に存在する魂だ。あなたもうすうす気づいていただろう。そしてここに戻り、真相を突き止めようとしたのだろう。
This is making me feel conflicted, bro. I feel conflicted because obviously this is the real Nobeta. She was in prison. She has the right to her body. Like, nobody else has that, like, right to her physical form, but Fucking Crafted Soul Nobeta didn't ask for nothing, and she's not even like the Crafted Soul bosses that we fought. She didn't even do nothing bad that makes it like justifiable to fight her. She's literally just chilling and minding her business. She didn't ask for none of this, bro. Don't, please tell me we don't have to kill her.
やっぱりねえ、私はどうなるの？
Fuck.
体を取り戻せたのは良かったけど、この玉座、ここにいられる魂は一つだけなんだよね。
Fuck, bro. Why are we doing this? I don't like it.
ごめんなさい。体を乗っ取るつもりはないの。
Friend, she's being so chill about it.
やっと今まで知らなかった自分の気持ちに気づけて、頑張ってここまで来られたのに。やっと本当のことが分かったのに。
Bro, please. Please don't do this. Don't make me do this. I'm literally controlling her. Don't make me do this.
まだ叶えてない願いがあるの。そしてみんなの願いも
Fuck.
まだたくさんあるの。
Please, no, don't make her into a fight. Please, please don't. Don't. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why?
消えるのは嫌だ。
Please, for the love of God, don't make me fight her. Bro. Come on, man! Don't make me do it. Why? Lost Crafted Soul Nonota. Fuck my life, dude. I don't want to do this. I can't even lock in on this fucking fight, bro. Okay, I can't attack her when she's charged up. Oh, I'm getting cooked. Okay. Stay moving, stay moving. What the fuck? Oh my god, she can use the same magic as me! She learned the same shit I did! Oh, son of a bitch. I don't like this at all, dude. And I fell. Okay, please, please don't make me kill her. I'm getting a cutscene before she's dead. Please, please tell me that means I'm not killing her. It's not right. It's not right, dude. Oh no, is she getting boosted? Is she getting boosted by the other souls? Oh my god, she's doing a fucking spirit bomb. I see. So, she can weaponize the other The other souls. Oh no! No, Nata, please. We don't have to do this. I don't like it. I don't like it. Lost Maiden's Crafted Soul got. Great. Just fucking wonderful. Fuck. What am I doing now? Hey, I'm smiling. Hey, yo. Why am I smiling? I feel conflicted. Hey, yo. We can keep this one? We don't have to kill this one? Oh! That's what Kuroneko-chan meant! She wasn't talking about Vanessa, she was talking about Nonota. Nonota can keep us company. How did I not, well, I mean, I guess I didn't know that Nonota existed, so I had no way of predicting it, but still, it makes a lot more sense than Vanessa. This isn't so bad. I guess this is really the end, boys and girls. I still need to find out whatever the hell the trial tower is. See, and as soon as she's not looking at Nonota, she immediately goes back to mean mugging. Hey, yo. I guess Nobeta's like really, really fucking powerful. What now? We'll just go back to the start? Like, what happens? Oh, okay. Is Nonota gonna be in the cat? Like, is that how that works? Wait a minute. So was Nobeta inside the cat and she was the one guiding Nonota to the throne? Or what was the cat? Hey, yo. You pick that up. Tanya gave that to us. Don't just drop that on the floor. It's important. Oh my god, she's totally putting Nonota in the cat body.
死は新たなる聖なり。
We're doing some straight necromancy shit right now. Bro, where is she? Where is she? Is she in the bag? Oh my god, look at her with the bow on the tail! That is adorable. And she got that look about it. She's like, alright, time to go dismantle the church. Hey! And she gets the form. She gets to walk around in a humanoid form. A witch revived. Complete the game in advanced mode. And that was Little Witch Nobeta, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. What a game. Easily another contender for my favorite playthrough in the of my entire channel. Damn, we got this banging little track here too? Let them cook. I love it when they give games a little anime style ED. Hey, at least the game didn't forget about the mysterious Spectre Knight. The fans might have, but the game didn't. But yeah, shouts out to everybody who worked on the game, the Hololive talents who voiced the characters. Once again, easily another contender for... Damn, she got the grippers out even in the mural. What the fuck? Easily another contender for one of my favorite playthroughs that I've done here on the channel. When I first added this as something I was playing, I noticed that like the game only had like 3 stars on like the thing that I use to track what games I play. I had a ton of fun here. Like, yeah, it's nothing all that impressive graphically, and I wish that they had like more OST style stuff rather than just like atmospheric music or whatever. But beyond that, the character designs were great, the story was cute, the characters are cute. Obviously, the developers have put so much love and effort into this game. They kept supporting it afterwards with DLC costumes and merchandise, acrylic standees, wall scrolls, all that stuff. Speaking of which, I gotta get my hands... Theme song, Memory of Soul by, is it the composer, Yosuke Sawa? Either way, like, I gotta get my hands on some of the Nobeta merch. We got Nonota and Nobeta holding each other up there. That's fucking cute. That's great. But yeah, I gotta get my hands on some of that Nobeta merch. I saw that they have, like, that Nobeta has, like, a pop-up parade figure, which normally are pretty cheap, but apparently the Nobeta pop-up parade was actually very limited in quantity, so it's like $100 now, and I'm like, ugh. But it's also like the only Nobeta figure. So I want to get something to commemorate me finishing the playthrough. I just don't know what that should be yet. And the Nobeta Fumo plush is obviously out of the question too, and obviously Nonota. I love Nonota's unique design. That's also really cute. But yeah, the Fumo plush is like $200 or $300 now because Fumo fans, like Fumo collectors, are fucking crazy. So, damn, Nonota got the grippers out too. Should distract him. I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, I gotta get something. I got the Pokemon plushes to commemorate the Pokemon Blue playthrough. I still need to get the Rosalina storybook to commemorate the Mario Galaxy playthrough. So I gotta start looking for some Nobeta merch. See what I can't get to commemorate the Little Witch Nobeta playthrough. Look at them, bro. They're so fucking cute. I love that she has Tanya's bow on the tail. That is so adorable. This is fantastic. I love the fuck out of this game, bro. I don't know if I'll ever stream myself doing like the trial tower or anything like that, but I'm definitely gonna play this some more in my own time, go back through, explore some stuff, find the rest of the items. Yeah, shoutouts Papuya Games, bro. Papuya Games, make another game. Congratulations, New Game Plus can now be accessed by loading your cleared data. Monsters will be more powerful. Have fun. I will certainly consider doing that. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. What about the Trial Tower? Where's the Trial Tower? And of course, Trial Tower has been added in New Game. I'll check that out in my own time. I'll check that out in my own time. If it's something worth doing, I might come back and do like maybe a one-off, two-off Trial Tower type stream. Something good, something fun. Oh, I assume video it also, I can like revisit the cutscene. That's great. Yeah, I got distracted. Papuya Games, make another game, bro. Where's Little Witch Nobeta 2? Where's the next installment? I was looking at your developer page, and I see no other games. Y'all made it's been 2022. Papuya Games copyright 2016 cover core. I think this game came out in like 2019 or something, bro. It's been years. COVID hadn't even happened yet. Y'all gotta cook something new. I gotta see what y'all would do new. Obviously, I'm not trying to bust your balls or whatever, but Papuya Games, if you are seeing this right now, please make another game. I had so much fun playing Little Witch Nobeta, and I would absolutely love to play whatever it is that y'all cook up next. I want to see it. I want to see more. But, that's about all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed the Little Witch Nobeta playthrough. Maybe we'll see some more. Maybe we'll do the one-off, two-off, Trial Tower kind of stuff. Maybe we won't. Maybe this is the last you ever see of it, but I hope you enjoyed the playthrough as much as I did, and I'll see you for whatever comes next. Peace, peace. Okay. Damn. Another playthrough in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Another playthrough in the books. I can't believe it. I can't believe it! We already need to find another new game to play! Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This... I don't know what I'm supposed to play instead. But... I'll figure something out. Obviously the Pokopia DLC, the first Pokopia DLC just dropped. I still haven't bought that yet. I'm a little broke at the moment, but I will lock in. I will 100% be locking in on Bubbly Basin, and we'll be hopping onto that. That'll obviously bring Pokopia back into the fold, but now I need to think of a long-term replacement for Little Witch Nobeta. What do I do? What do I play? Gotta play something. It's already August, which means that September will be here before you know it, and then it's October. Luckily, I already have a bunch of plans for October. So many plans for October. Ooh, we talked about some of those before, and another plan for October will actually be addressed in the reaction segment of this stream. Reaction segment of the stream, I'm actually going to be watching the trailers for a game that I want to play during this spooky month. So... Let me sip on some water, eat some more of my pretzel. I'll throw some music on, and then we'll check out the fucking videos that I wanted to react to, the trailers. Let me. I love pretzel. Pretzel's so good. Hold on, y'all. It's a very hearty pretzel. Gulp. Okay. Okay, let me try not to choke on the pretzel. Ugh. Okay. Got a little overzealous with my eating there, but we're locked in. Right. Let me cut the music, head over here, full screen this, and we go to the reaction scene. Jajan! That's right! We have an official reaction scene now, so I'm not covering up part of the screen. It'll make it easier when I need to edit. Woohoo! I know some of y'all will mourn the loss of the me sitting in front of the full screen because bigger image is better or whatever. But I don't really have a but. This just makes it easier on me, and that's what it's all about. Make it easier on me. Why would you want me to struggle? Why would you want me to have a harder time editing things? You wouldn't, because you're a friend of the channel. You're the lurkers in chat. You're the commenters, and you are the subscribers on the YouTube. So you clearly would never wish any ill upon me. So it's good and it's fine. I'm sure we'll adapt. Actually, first, I'm heading back to chatting real quick. I just realized I forgot to mirror my thing. And I should probably... Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, now back to reaction scene. Well, let me do a couple audio tests, see how we're sounding. How are we sounding? Ooh, that's a little loud. That's a little loud. Let's turn that down a couple. Maybe up one? Yeah, maybe like there? Okay. That seems about good. Alrighty then. We chew on some ice. Take a quick sip of my Gatorade, and then I'll do a little intro bit. Hold on now. Hold on now. Move myself over a little bit. Any bit, like right here. A little bit over. Maybe there. Yeah, it looks good. No, I'm too far. Maybe something like this. Yeah, okay. Let me do a little intro, and then we'll get into it. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for another reaction video. Now, sitting in front of us today, we have the trailers for Anomalith. This is an upcoming game coming out of Japan. This is an upcoming title, or coming out of Japan. This is an upcoming title from developers that I'm forgetting the name of, but it is said to be inspired by like backrooms and liminal space sort of horror, while also being a third-person shooter survival type game. It comes out on October 29th, I believe. It'll be coming to Switch 2 and all these different platforms, and there's actually an ongoing open beta right now. If my computer is able to run it, I might even be able to slot that in for the stream on Friday. Maybe we'll do half Pokemon, half whatever, Anomalith. I don't really know, but I've been seeing this pop up all over my feed. Apparently it's getting a lot of traction over in the Western Sphere right now, so I've got all three trailers. That is the announcement trailer, the story trailer, and the gameplay, or the open demo trailer. So I'm gonna see what this is all about, so let's check it out. Let's see what they got, Okay. Okay, it's looking a little futuristic cyberpunky. She's got like a bunch of LED. Okay, that's a what is that? One of them butterfly fish. This is the announcement trailer, so I wonder if they didn't have voice acting yet. Hey, that's a pretty cool visual. I love a good twisty hallway. What was that? Was that a fucking beekeeper? Hey, yo! That's like, it reminds me of the drums, the thunder drums that, like, Enel had in One Piece. Hey, them Raijin drums. Okay, so, hey, yo, is this an action survival game? She got, like, a transformation mode? Okay, well, obviously this is the gun aspect of it. Ooh, I love customization! I love customization! I love putting anime girls in cute fits! These are some pretty neat designs. These, kind of remind me of, what's his name? Bloodsport from the Suicide Squad movie. The James Gunn one? The helmets or the faces kind of remind me of that. Okay, we got full-on boss fights in this shit. Yeah, here, this is the first one. It was a short one. Remain Yourself, Live On, Anomalith, coming October 29th, 2026. I could definitely see myself starting this at the end of Spooky Month, maybe hitting the Halloween Spooky Month stream. I don't know, maybe, perhaps, we'll see. But it's coming out on PS5, coming out on Switch 2, and coming out on Steam. I will probably get it for Switch 2. Even if my PC can run it, which I think it can. I was looking at the specs for the demo, and it looks like I meet the recommended specs, but obviously barely meeting the recommended specs doesn't make for ideal streaming conditions. So I'll probably grab it for Switch 2. I'm sure it'll look fine on the Switch 2 as well. And then we'll check it out on the channel. It'll probably end up being a longer playthrough. It won't be something that I finish within Spooky Month, but it'll be something to play in the transition between Spooky Month and the month of November. My birthday month, for those who don't know that. But let's go ahead and see what the story trailer has to offer. Hopefully they got some voice acting in the story trailer. I want to hear some voices. All right, how we looking? Okay, audio still looks good. Alright, and up next we have the Anomalith story trailer. So let's see what they got. I wonder what all this digitization, like kind of cubic effect. When I say cubic, I mean like cubic monsters, like the Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. That's a pretty good voice. Hold on. Make sure that I'm at 1080. Let me run that back. Yeah, so like I was saying, this whole like digitization effect reminds me a lot of the cubic monster archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! That was an archetype that they did to correspond with the Dark Side of Dimensions movie a couple years ago. So that's what that kind of reminds me of. But yeah, that's a really good voice. Anomaly Zone. In the past it was harmless, but one day it morphed into a labyrinth. Okay, so this is like, it's not like a digital realm, but it's some kind of like fucked up shit. Okay, of course, it's a survival game. They had to have the Resident Evil thing, like storage system. Okay, so Arisa Kato is our partner. Oh, we entered, so she's missing. We're here to look for her. So we got anime girl Leon right now. Hey, yo! We're trying to save some cute little girls. Okay, we gotta lock it. Hey! That reminds me of what's her name? Minori? Or Minami from Blue Archive? The Shanghai Jing security girl? I'll put a fucking image up on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so they got some interesting variety in the enemy designs. I thought it was all gonna be those kind of like robot-y sort of dudes, but it seems like they also have like kind of eldritch horror bubble goo creatures. Oh, some iron lung shit, huh? I wonder what year this is supposed to be set in. Because everything is so, like, futuristic. Okay. So you can become mutated or corrupted when you're in these areas, and then if you survive and leave out, people treat you differently, or maybe this zone can kind of expand and people who are caught up in it can get hurt. I don't really know. The subtitles were going by a little bit fast. He's cute. I will say one thing though. I will say, I hope that they add some lip sync, because it does always take me out of things when like story is delivered through animation, but the lip isn't synced up. Whether the lips aren't moving at all, whether the lip flaps aren't matched, it always takes me out of a game like really bad when the sync doesn't match up. I'd almost prefer like a game does like visual novel style, like just use a sprite and do text boxes, maybe with voice acting if they're not gonna do like the voice matchup. But hopefully since this is still relatively early footage, because this was a couple months ago and this still doesn't excuse me, hold on, let me sip on something. Yeah, so hopefully it gets adjusted a little bit, because this was like 2 months ago, I think, and the game comes out in October, so we've got a couple more months for them to like maybe add some like final polishing, finishing touches kind of stuff. But alrighty, we got one more. This is the most recent one. This one came out 4 days ago, and we've got the open demo trailer. Let's see what they got. So, some of the same footage we just saw in the last one. Oh! Wait, so I also play as... So I also wear the suit. Okay. But a lot of the gameplay footage I've been seeing in the previous trailers have her outside of the suit. Like, yeah, like this. So when is it okay to wear the suit, and when is it not okay to wear the suit? This is a nice OST, I like this. Like I mentioned in the previous trailer, I love the customization. What the fuck is that? Some ball-jointed doll painting creature? Yeah, this gives me like major Resident Evil, Dead Space kind of vibes, and then also like, what was that one game that Platinum Games did for the Switch 1? The one where you're kind of like futuristic cops and you have like personas or something like that. You know what game I'm talking about? It kind of reminds me of that a little bit too with the aesthetic. Nice looking boss fights. Yeah, and she's got... So that I take it she is one of the mutated ones that they were talking about. That makes sense. Demo available now. Wishlist on Steam. It's the company Fudio? Fudio, like the figure company Fudio? Is that the same Fudio? That's kind of crazy. I did not know they did anything but figures. If it's assuming that looks like the Fudio logo that I'm familiar with. So that's interesting. I didn't even know that they made stuff other than figures, but okay, cool. Nice little bit of information there. But like I said at the beginning, apparently the game is in open beta right now, but it is only open until the 7th. So probably tomorrow, my time off, I will try that out a little bit and see how the game feels. If it runs okay, maybe do a test recording to see how the game looks when it would look when I'm streaming it. And if, assuming that the open beta is still open when I stream on Friday, because it says it's closing on Friday, but it doesn't say what time it's closing on Friday. Hopefully, if it's closing at night, we might be able to slot in a little segment there. Do like half Pokemon and then half Anomalith. I'm not going to commit to anything yet, though. This is just wishful thinking on my end. I don't even know how it'll run. But definitely something worth looking at. Definitely something worth looking into. So, hope y'all enjoyed. That's about all I got for y'all today. Hope y'all enjoyed the reaction, and I will see y'all again in the next one. Peace, peace. Okie dokie, y'all. And this is about where we're gonna have to wrap it up for today. We've only been going for about 2 hours, but my throat kind of hurts a little bit, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go look for some more snacks because real shit, the pretzel just didn't cut it. I need something more to munch on, and only one place I can find that, and it's not in my room. So yeah, I've said it a couple times. Y'all probably already know it by this point. I will be live again on Friday, as is the usual for the A-week schedule. I will be playing some more Pokemon Yellow, and now possibly playing some Anomalith. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. So, yeah, I'll be up at my usual time, 1 p.m. EST, and I hope to see you guys there. Peace, peace.